What's up guys? Today on the channel, we're going to be taking a look at 2 decades of Duramaxes.
We have 3 Chevy Silverado 3500 heavy duties on our lot right now. One from 2005, one from 2014, and one from 2026. A lot can change in 20 years, so we wanted to drive all 3 to see how far the Silverado heavy duty has come. First up, the legendary GMT 800.
Alrighty, first truck that we're driving today is the GMT 800 Chevy Silverado. It is a 3500 with the LLY Duramax. I mean, just listen to that thing. This thing sounds great. I mean, you just can't beat a V8 Duramax sound. And that 6.6 liter Duramax V8 is putting out 310 horsepower, 605 pound-feet of torque. And that's all going through the legendary Allison 1000 5-speed automatic transmission. This transmission was the standard of the time, and it has a reputation for bulletproof durability. This truck also had some pretty interesting technology for the time. It was one of the first diesel engines to have a variable geometry turbo, which gave better throttle response and acted as a pseudo exhaust brake. And of course, this has the classic GMT 800 interior with these awesome leather seats. They just don't make seats like this anymore. I really wish that modern seats were as cushy and as pillowy as these seats. I mean, I really just feel like I'm lounging on the couch while I'm in this cabin right now. I love these seats. This truck here has had a very long and hard life as a farm truck before it came to us here at Glen, and it's got about 370,000 miles on it right now. But even though it's got that high mileage, no check engine lights, nothing wrong with the transmission, this is an absolutely bulletproof platform. Everyone knows the GMT 800 as one of the most durable and well-built platforms that GM has ever produced. And this truck is no exception. I mean, you'd expect the heaviest duty GMT 800 to be the most solid, the most well-built, and I think that's the case. Even though this is the 3500, I'm actually not getting that beat up by the suspension. I mean, we're going totally unloaded, nothing in the bed, no trailer, but it's really not beating me up that bad compared to some 3500s. And I mean, just listen to this. Man, that's just wonderful. You can tell that VGT turbo is really working to help get you good throttle response on this vehicle. And for a 20-year-old truck, the steering is still pretty precise. Now, this is an LT trim of the GMT 800, and it comes with leather seats. They're heated, which is really nice right now. It's 16 degrees outside, and so the heated seats are very welcome. And oddly enough, Chevys of this era often had Bose sound systems, so this has a great sound system as well. And for a 20-year-old truck, you're really not lacking in that many creature comforts. The other thing that's significant about this LLY is it was from the pre-DEF era. So a lot of people don't like the diesel exhaust fluid systems that emissions standards require to be placed on diesel trucks. There's a lot of talk of that changing right now, and hopefully it is going that way. This LLY is from before the DEF era. So it's got no diesel exhaust fluid systems, and that's going to be a big plus for a lot of people. That's why trucks like this in the pre-emissions era command a premium, because people are after those simpler, longer lasting diesel engines that they don't have to worry about putting DEF into. This is just a classic truck. I mean, you look at this going down the road, it's immediately recognizable, everyone knows what it is. It's great to drive, it's comfortable, and it's just classic Chevy. Man, for 20 years old and 370,000 miles, this truck really is not in bad shape at all. This is a classic, well-built GMT 800, but it's gonna be really interesting to see how the newer Chevys compare to this. Are they gonna be better? Are they gonna be worse in some ways? We're gonna find out. What's up guys? I hope you guys are enjoying the video, and I just wanted to remind you guys that all the trucks, all the vehicles used in this video are from Glen, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Glen Chevrolet. If you want the best deals on new and used vehicles, I'm talking massive discounts, check out the links in the description and find your next vehicle. Alrighty, we are moving up a decade to 2014, up from the GMT 800 to the GMT 900. And in that decade, there were a few changes. I'll tell you right now, it's a lot quieter in this cabin than it was in the GMT 800. Chevy focused a lot on making the GMT 900 platform a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more luxurious. It's a lot quieter in here than it is in the GMT 800. They put extra sound deadening in here compared to the last generation. And the seats really aren't that bad. You know, they're not GMT 800 seats. They're not like couchy, but they're very comfortable. They still are like cushier than modern seats. I don't understand why modern seats just aren't as comfortable anymore. If anyone knows why, tell me in the comments, because I'm really confused why seats are no longer this comfortable. So this is the LTZ trim, meaning you get the leather seats, you get a premium sound system, you get nice chrome trim, and plenty of other creature comforts. So instead of the LLY Duramax, the GMT 900 comes with the LML Duramax. Still 6.6 liters, still a V8, still a Duramax. But this one definitely saw a power boost. We're up to 397 horsepower and 765 pound-feet of torque. Let's see if you can hear that difference here. She definitely pulls. That's a lot of fun. And I'd say just like the GMT 800, this is actually a pretty refined ride for a 3500 dually. And just like the GMT 800 represented a step forward in technology, so does this GMT 900. This time with a smart exhaust brake. This utilizes the exhaust's back pressure to help you slow down and maintain your speed on hills without having to use your brakes. And we've still got a variant of the legendary Allison 1000 transmission, this time with 6 speeds. You definitely notice that you're in a newer truck than the GMT 800 when you're in this truck. The cabin looks a lot more refined. It just looks a lot more modern without being too tech heavy. Now, when we move into the LML, we're moving into the DEF era, which means that you're going to have to pay attention to your DEF levels, your diesel exhaust fluid, and make sure that's topped up and good to go. Some people prefer to live with those emission systems in order to get the nice creature comforts and modern styling of a new truck. But others are happy to live with a 20-year-old truck if it means they don't have to worry about changing DEF or maintaining expensive emission systems. This truck is pretty low miles for a diesel. It's only got 156,000 miles on the odometer, rides like new, it's driving great. But I honestly don't know which generation of truck I prefer. I really like the look and the character of the GMT 800. Even though it's 20 years old, like that truck just has the sauce. It looks great. It's just a classic cat eye design. Those wide hips are just, you know, they're incredible. And the LLY is a legendary engine. Now this GMT 900 is no slouch, but I think I'd go with the classic GMT 800 over the 900. Alrighty, let's jump forward another decade to 2026. Alright, now we've jumped into the 2026 Silverado 3500 High Country, which is the highest trim Silverado you can get. It's got a heads-up display, a digital gauge cluster, massive infotainment, and more tech than you'll be able to figure out in a lifetime. It's got a trailer view camera, which if you're hauling a big trailer that blocks your rear view mirror, you can turn that on and it will use like 14 cameras or something crazy like that to composite together an image that lets you see behind your trailer. So it shows up as a regular rear view mirror view in your camera, but you're seeing around your trailer, which is just crazy. Now we're up to the L5P Duramax, which is a legendary engine. It's known as a caged beast. It's very easy to get these engines well over 1,000 pound-feet of torque and over 600 horsepower. From the factory, it comes with 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty for anyone. And with a 10-speed automatic Allison transmission, it always keeps the engine in the perfect power band for what you're hauling. Any load is going to feel light in this truck. Just like the previous Chevy 3500s, it's still a relatively refined ride. You're not being unnecessarily jostled around like a hay wagon in this truck. It's actually pretty impressive. The L5P is no slouch. This thing pulls. But with how refined this truck is for its size, you really don't feel like you're driving a massive heavy-duty pickup. Steering is very precise with good feedback. You know where you are on the road and it's really easy to keep it there. And the styling on this truck is just incredible. I love how this truck looks on the outside and on the inside. Like I was saying before, I don't think manufacturers make seats as comfortable as they used to be. These seats aren't bad, like they're not uncomfortable, but compared to like the GMT 800 seats, which I know I've gone on and on about, it's just not the same. I mean, those things really felt like a couch, and these feel like really good truck seats. And once again, you're getting improved technology when it comes to engine braking. The 2026 Silverado has a little bit more sophisticated system than the last generation. And the power delivery with this 10-speed automatic is just as smooth as butter. You're always in the right gear. And I think if I had to rank all of these trucks from best to worst, I think I'd take the L5P first, the GMT 800 second, and the GMT 900 third. And don't get me wrong, I didn't dislike the GMT 900. I think I'd choose the 2026 if I wanted a really nice, everyday driver kind of truck. All the tech that I could want, the comfort, the capability of a modern vehicle, but I think I like the classic styling and features of the GMT 800 a little bit more than I do the GMT 900. So that's 2 decades of Duramaxes. Let me know in the comments below which Duramax you would prefer to have, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe.